Hi friends, today we discussing the small signal amplifier. Small signal amplifier, it contain only one transistor in the circuit. So small signal amplifier. So this amplifier amplifies the weak signal of order few millivolts of order few millivolts. Small signal amplifier is also called single stage amplifier because it contains only one transistor in the circuit. Only one transistor in the circuit. And associated circuitry is called the amplifier circuit. Next, amplification. So first of all, we study the process of amplification. Means what is amplification? Amplification means increasing the amplitude like voltage or current of a time varying signal means AC current or AC voltage or AC signal by a factor is called amplification. Means the strength of the weak signal is increased by a factor is called amplification, or the process of conversion of weak signal into strong signal is called amplification. So I think it is clear. Next, amplifier. Amplifier is an electronic device that increases the voltage level of a signal or current level of a signal or power of a signal. So it's called amplifier. So it is a electronic device. So next, the voltage gain. It is a very important topic. The voltage gain is the ratio of the output voltage by input voltage is called voltage gain. So other term, current gain means beta. So beta is the current gain. It is the ratio of the output current by input current means IC by IB. IC is the collector current or output current divided by input current means IB. So it is called current gain. Next, uses of a amplifier. So amplifier are used in wireless communication and broadcasting systems like radio communications, laser communications, and TV, AM communications, amplitude modulation communication system. So this amplifier is used as well as transmitter and also receivers section of the communication, because the signal is travel some distance from the transmitter end to the receiver end. So here signal is weakened when the signal passes through in nature or in atmosphere. The strength of the signal becomes weaker. So these information signal or these signal uh, have less amplitude when receiving the signal in the receiving end. So the signal means message signal or information signal strength can be increased due to the process of amplification. So here we use the amplifier circuit. Next, types of amplifiers. Types of amplifiers. There are three types of amplifiers. So first one, single stage amplifiers. So these amplifier have contain only one transistor in the circuit, and the voltage gain of these small signal amplifier is very less. Okay. Next, multi-stage amplifier. Multi-stage amplifier means the circuit or a device contain two or more transistors in the circuit. So is called multi-stage amplifier. The voltage gain of this amplifier is high compared to small signal amplifier. So multi-stage amplifier, the gain will be A, which is equal to A1. A1 is the voltage gain of the first stage amplifier into A2. A2 is the gain of the second stage amplifier, and A3 is the third stage gain, and so on and so on. So it is the gain of the multi-stage amplifier. So that's why the gain will be maximum than single stage amplifier. Next, power amplifier. Power amplifier is an amplifier. So this circuit can be used for increasing the power of the input signal. So this circuit is very important in communication systems or broadcasting systems. We increase the power of the input signal, we can use power amplifier. Next, small signal amplifier circuit. So this is the small signal amplifier circuit. You can see. So this is the input signal and this is the output signal. You can see the height of the input signal is very less. You can see this is the height of the input signal and this is the output signal height. So here the amplitude is increases. Compare input signal and output signal, input signal and output signal. The amplitude will be more. The output signal have more amplitude than the input signal. So this circuit increases the amplitude of the input signal. So it's called the amplifier. The process of conversion of weak signal into strong signal is called amplification. Okay, so this is also called single stage amplifier because it contain only one transistor. You can see only one transistor, so that's why it's called single stage amplifier. Next, so this circuit contain biasing circuit. So in this circuit we have voltage divider biasing. You can see this is the circuit of the voltage divider biasing. Okay, you can see this is the voltage divider biasing circuit. This voltage divider biasing circuit also called self biasing circuit. Voltage divider bias, the other name is self biasing. So this circuit contains 4 resistors R1, R2, RC and RE. So this circuit provides high stability. The Q point doesn't change with the IC, with the IB and temperature variations. The Q point is in rest or it lies in the mid of the active region. So the Q point is stationary, so that's why there is no distortion in the output signal. So this is the use of the voltage divider biasing. Next, so I already tell that the circuit provides high stability and this circuit provides proper active point. Next, the small signal amplifier also contain capacitors. You can see here. So here, and there is a capacitor here also. So these capacitors can be called as C in, means here you can write C1. So this capacitor can be called as C out. C out. So these C in and C out capacitors also called CC, means coupling capacitors. So let us uh, know about the coupling capacitors. These coupling capacitors have certain uses. You can see here, blocks the DC signal. These coupling capacitors blocks the DC signal and allows the AC signal. So you know the impedance, capacitor impedance or reactance formula, XC is equal to 1 over 2 pi FC. So here XC is function of F, means frequency. For DC, frequency is equal to 0. So frequency is equal to 0, XC becomes infinity. Means XC means reactance, means nothing but the resistance. So for DC signal, the capacitor is like a open circuit. For an open circuit, there is no current flow inside there is no current flow. Next, for AC signal, for AC signal, F is, it has non-zero values. For AC signal, F is non-zero values. So XC becomes have some resistance. So finite value. Finite value. So that's why it offers some resistance, but it not offers infinite resistance. That's why the AC signal can easily flow through the capacitor. Then these C in and C out coupling capacitor works like this. Next, and also the circuit contain there is another capacitor called C in CE, emitter capacitor or bypass capacitor. Bypass capacitor. So what is the function of bypass capacitor? So here these capacitors, means bypass capacitor, provide low resistance path to amplified AC signal. Because it is a capacitor, it have the capacitor impedance is 1 over 2 pi FC. So for AC signal, it offers some resistance, or it like a short circuit to the AC signal, finite value. So that's why this CE, so this CE capacitor is passes the AC signal in this path, means bypass the AC signal in this path. Next, another important point is it keeps the active point in middle of the active region. Why? Here I already tell that this voltage divider biasing circuit gives high stability and also self biasing. So self biasing means when the IC is increases, the Q point is shifted towards the saturation point. So here IC increases, the circuit reduce the IB signal, means input current. So you know the relation IC is equal to beta times IB. So here IC increases, the circuit tells that IB decreases. So when IB is decreases, the IC also decreases. Here IC is decreases, IB will be increases. So there is a relation between RE and VBE, voltage across the base and emitter junction. So here the current increases in the IE. The voltage across the resistor RE is also increases, and the voltage across the base emitter junction is decreases, because the voltage across the R2 is constant. So R2 I, which is equal to VBE plus RE times IE. So this is the formula. So this is constant, R2 and I. I is the current passing through the resistor R2. So it is constant. So here, you know, there is a sum between VBE and RE IE. So RE IE voltage is increases, VBE is decreases. And here IRE means voltage across the resistor RE is increases, or means decreases, VBE is increases. So here VBE increases, IB is increases, VBE is decreases, IB is decreases. So this is the main function of the voltage divider biasing. So here there is no CE. The AC current is also flows through the resistance RE. So AC current and DC current both flow through the RE. So that's why the voltage across the RE will be increases. When voltage across RE is increases, VBE is also decreases. When VBE is decreases, the input current IB is also decreases. So that's why we use CE, bypass capacitor here. So it is the function of the bypass capacitor. So next, okay. So I already tell that the uses of the small signal amplifier. So this small signal amplifier is used in communication and broadcasting systems. Next, we study the AC and DC analysis of the small signal amplifier in next video. Thank you.